Hello everyone, welcome to our YouTube channel IELTS Login. Keeping pace with the grammar series, we are here with yet another video. In the last lesson, we discussed about the topic of grammar. What is the meaning of a grammar? What is the definition of a grammar? So we discussed that grammar is the structure of a sentence, arrangement of words in a sentence according to some set rules. So extending the topic forward, we are here with lesson number 2. Today we shall discuss the definition of a sentence. What is the meaning of a sentence? So let's get started. Whenever we are talking about a sentence, we should always keep 4 things in our mind. I'll talk about all these things one by one. So first thing which is related to a sentence is it is a group of words. So when I say it is a group of words, it means we need minimum 2 words in a sentence. One word cannot make a sentence. Minimum 2 words are required. Obviously, one will be the subject and the second verb will be a verb. So we need one doer and one action. Then only the sentence will be complete. So this is the first and foremost requirement of a sentence, that we need one subject and one verb. Of course, sometimes we can make the sentence with one word also, but that does not mean that the other words are not there. For example, we can have the sentence like go. We simply say go, right? It means that you should go from here. The complete sentence is you should go from here. But instead of saying you should go from here or you go, we only say go. That does not mean that subject is not there. Subject is already there, but we are not mentioning. We are not writing, or we are not speaking the subject. We are simply making our sense complete with the help of a verb. Another example can be shut up. Simply a word shut up can be there. So shut up is a verb, but that does not mean that when we say shut up, it does not have any verb. It does not have any subject, sorry. So subject is already there, but the thing is we are not mentioning the subject. So it is understood. So what I want to say is that minimum one subject and one verb is required. That is the reason sentence, whenever we are talking about sentence, we always say that sentence is a group of words. So this is the first thing which we must keep in our mind when we are talking about a sentence. Moving on to the second thing, that is tense element. Every sentence has got one tense element. You call it tense element or a finite verb, one and the same thing. We shall continue about the topic of finite and non-finite verb, the difference between both the verbs in the coming lessons. I will have a special lesson on the topic of finite and non-finite verb. That's a long topic. It will take a lot of time, but definitely I will make the video on finite and non-finite verb also. So when we talk about a finite verb or a tense element, what do I mean? Tense elements mean that time and verb both are clear. Suppose the verb is there but the time is not clear, then it cannot be called as tense element. Or the time is clear and the verb is not clear, then also it is not called a tense element. So when I say tense element, it means verb plus time both. So I repeat the definition of a sentence again. A sentence is a group of words with one tense element. Now coming to the third thing, third point is that it should have meaning, and the meaning should be complete. And the fourth thing is the sentence should be complete in itself. When I say complete in itself, it means nothing is required, nothing more is required to generate the meaning, to clarify the meaning. So this is the definition of a sentence. 4 things are there in a sentence. Group of words, it has got tense element, then it has got complete meaning, and the fourth thing is it is complete in itself. it does not need something more, or it does not require something extra to complete the meaning of a sentence. So here goes the definition of a sentence. A sentence is a group of words which makes complete sense and is complete in itself. Then it has got a tense element or a finite verb in it. So group of words, first thing, then sense, second thing, complete in itself, third thing, and a tense element, fourth thing. So this is the meaning of a sentence. Now let's see how the sentence starts and how it ends. It always starts with a capital letter. Every sentence starts with a capital letter. Mark my words, please keep this thing in your mind. Whenever you are writing a sentence, the first word will always start with a capital letter. The first word of a sentence will always be a capital letter. So every sentence starts with a capital letter and ends, and it has to end somewhere. And how a sentence can end? It will end with a full stop, or it can end with a question mark, or it can end with an exclamatory sign. So something has to come at the end. If full stop or question mark or exclamatory sign is not there, it means the sentence is not complete. So it's very important that something has to be there, then only it will be called a sentence. Otherwise your sentence will be incomplete, your sentence will not be complete. So every sentence starts with a capital letter and ends with a full stop or a question mark or an exclamatory sign. So here are some examples. You can see Humpty Dumpty sat on the wall. Humpty Dumpty sat on the wall. So Humpty Dumpty is the subject, sat is the verb, and it ends with a full stop. Then second is, what is the aim of your life? What starts with the capital letter is the verb here, and it ends with a question mark. Then keep silence in the library. Keep is the verb. So here subject is missing, but it is understood that you should keep silence in the library, and it is ending with a full stop. Then how beautiful the flower is the verb here, and how starts with the capital letter. So these are the four examples which are ending with full stop, question mark, or an exclamatory mark. So what is a sentence? A sentence is a group of words which makes complete sense and is complete in itself. And it has got a tense element. It starts with the capital letter and ends with a full stop, question mark, or an exclamatory sign. Now let's talk something more about the sentence. If we see the structure of a sentence, we have already discussed that it has got one subject and one tense element. That we have already done. Now moving on to the second part of a sentence, second type of what you say discussion related to a sentence. Every sentence has got two parts. One is the subject and one is the predicate. Now let's focus on this aspect of a sentence. We have already discussed a sentence is a group of words with tense element which has got complete meaning and is complete in itself. Now let's talk about subject and predicate. Now what is a subject? Subject, as the name indicates, the doer who does something, who does some action, or about whom we are talking. And what we are talking, right, what the subject is doing, that is called the predicate of a sentence. So here is the definition. A sentence has two parts, subject and predicate. Subject is the doer who does the action, or a person, place, or thing we talk about. This is a subject. Then the part of a sentence which tells something about the subject is called the predicate of a sentence. So here are some examples. Let's try to understand with the help of these sentences. The earth revolves around the sun. In the first sentence, we are talking about the earth. So the earth is the subject, And what we are saying about the earth, that it revolves around the sun. Revolves around the sun is the predicate of the subject or the sentence. Then New Delhi is the capital of India. New Delhi is the name of a subject. We are talking about New Delhi, and what we are discussing, that it is the capital of India. So children, in the first sentence some action is taking place. In the second sentence action is not taking place. We are just talking about the situation. So when I say verb does not mean that there should be some action. If we are talking about some situation, if we are talking about some condition, that is also a verb, right? That is also a verb. We are stating some condition. So the third sentence, the beautiful rainbow. So here the subject is the beautiful rainbow. We are talking about the rainbow, and the adjective is also used, beautiful. What happened to the rainbow? It soon faded away. The beauty of the rainbow, it soon faded away. The beautiful rainbow soon faded away. So soon faded away is the predicate of a sentence. Here I want to add something, that it is not necessary that every time the subject will come in the beginning. Sometimes a subject can go at the end also. Predicate can come before that. So here is one example where we see that predicate is in the beginning and subject goes at the end. See, on the top of the hill lives a hermit. Here what is the subject? About whom we are talking about? We are discussing about a hermit. So this is a subject, and what is the action associated with the subject? That he lives on the top of the hill. On the top of the hill lives, this is a predicate, and a hermit is subject. Here I want to talk about the subject once again. The position of the subject, I have already told you, it can be in the beginning also, it can be at the end. So occasionally, sometimes it can be missing also. Why it is missing? In the beginning of the chapter I have explained you why it is missing, because it is understood. Now let's do some examples. Let's have a look at the sentences. Rohit has done his work. Rohit is subject, has done his work is predicate. Then here comes the bus. So subject is at the end and predicate is in the beginning. Here comes, what is the subject? We are talking about the bus. In the first sentence we are talking about Rohit. Then subject can be of one word also, it can be a group of words also. In the third example, the singing of the bird. Here we are not talking about bird, here we are talking about the singing of the bird. So it is a group of words. So subject is the group of words here. It is not important that every time the subject has to be one word only. It can be more than one word also. So here there are five words. The singing of the bird, this is a subject. And what happens? It delights us. We become very happy to hear the songs of the birds. So these are the three sentences where the subjects are there. It can be in the beginning or it can be at the end. Now look at the next three examples. Sit down. Here only predicate is there, subject is not there. But it does not mean that subject is not understood. Subject is understood. There is no need to speak the subject. Subject is there, but it is understood. So subject is left out but understood. So sit down means you sit down. You is the subject here. Thank you. Subject is missing but is okay. Thank you means I thank you. I am thanking you. Object is there, verb is there, but the predicate. Subject is there, verb, object is there, verb is there, but subject is missing. Then get out of the bus. You get out of the bus. You is the subject. We are not mentioning it. Subject is gone, but it is okay. It is clear. So this is the topic all about. Sentence is a group of words with tense element. It has complete meaning and is complete in itself. It has got a subject and a verb. The subject can be in the beginning, at the end. It can be missing also sometimes. I hope the meaning of the sentence is clear to you. I hope the meaning of the sentence is clear to you. Now I am going to give you some sentences. You will stop the video and try to solve the exercise on your own, and after that you can see the answers also. So here are the sentences. You have to separate the subject and the predicate in the sentence. So separate the subject and the predicate in the following sentences. You should profit by experience. A guilty conscience, uh, a guilty conscience needs no excuses. The dewdrops glitter in the sunshine. Nature is the best physician. Now you can stop the video and try to separate the subject and the predicate on your own, and then check the answers after that. I hope you must have paused the video and done your work. You can take it as a homework also, and next day or after doing the homework you can check your answer yourself. So let's discuss the sentences. We should profit by experience. So here we are talking about we. So we is the subject here. So what is the predicate? Should profit by experience. This is the predicate. This is the predicate. Then next sentence, a guilty conscious, sorry, every time I am making a guilty conscious needs no excuses. What is the subject here? About whom we are talking about? We are talking about a guilty conscious person. So this is the subject here, and needs no excuses is the predicate. Needs no excuses is the predicate. So here three words are there which are making a subject. The dewdrops glitter in the sunshine. We are talking about dewdrops. So dewdrops is the subject and glitter in the sunshine is predicate. It is the predicate. Then the last sentence we are talking about nature. Nature is subject. What is nature? It is the best physician. Nature is the best physician or the best doctor. How many answers you have got right? I hope you have got the idea about a sentence. What is a sentence? A sentence is a group of words which makes complete sense and is complete in itself, and it has got a tense element in it. I hope you like today's video. Uh, if you like the content of today's work, please like, share, comment, and subscribe the YouTube channel IELTS Login, and set the settings to all for the latest updates and notifications. That's all. Thank you very much. Keep learning, keep growing.